That's a that one rolling too.
That's it. That's a picture, or you got that? God,
I don't think he that slow, man.
But the flash.
I'm gonna have to get that boy the credit.
No. The only thing that messed me up, I ain't never seen my jump record, and the flash was still on.
Oh, well, welcome to something new. Is the GoPro recording?
Yes. No, I didn't record that yet.
You press record on?
Say yeah.
Hold on, wait. Okay, do I leave this recording? Okay,
Yeah,
like
you
take
can
that out.
You leave that the way it is.
Well, that's recording.
All right.
Yeah, that's recording. You recording on that? All right. So, welcome to the first episode of Why I Grind, man. This is just a brief session that we're going to be having interviews. I'm here, Timone Brown, also with my brother, LeRone Gray, and we're just going to talk about our purpose, our mission, our goals. And before we even get into why I grind is, let us introduce ourselves. I'll let my brother go first. Great man to my right. Go ahead and give him.
What's going on, everybody? I'm LeRone Gray. I'm a senior at Virginia State University, a health education major. I'm also owner of Go Hard Training Systems. It's a mobile-based training company here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm just out here, man, just trying to make a movement, man. Been working with this dude, rocking with him since we were 11. And it's been a lot of things that's been growing, so we steadily trying to just make a change out here.
Most definitely, man. So as he said, man, me and Lee been rocking since 11 years old. This is just something that's just greatness in the making, and we trying to catch it in the beginning, you know what I mean? And we want to record this to give to you all, everybody from RVA and from the nation, to let you know, if you have a goal, a dream, and ambition, go get it. But before I start running off, because I obviously can run my mouth, my name is Timone Brown. I am the owner and founder of WonUp Prep. I'm also a motivational speaker and life coach. And that's the biggest purpose of WonUp, is for student athletes to give them the assistance they need, recruiting, life coaching, things of that nature to help them excel and get to another level. As you know, if you don't know, me and LeRone, man, we've been through some hardships, so we want to give back to those that have faced those circumstances that we face, man. So that's what WonUp is meant for. But as we get more into this in-depth situation, as we talk about why we grind, man, I just want you to pay attention and just open your ears to it and realize a grind is something universal. It's not just because somebody wants to go to the NFL. It's not just for people that do sports. It's not just for those that, want to be the president. It's not for those that just want to be a lawyer, man. Your grind is when you wake up till you go to sleep. What are you doing? What motivates you? What pushes you forward? It's that gritty attitude you have towards something that's going to keep you moving each and every day. If you're a mother and you're a single mother, is it your children that make you wake up and go get it? Whatever it is. Your job, your 9 to 5. What is it? If you're a plumber, man, you want to be the best plumber. Why? What is your motive behind it? This is the point of why I grind. Not just for it's no social economic status here. Everybody got to grind. We want to talk about it.
Definitely, man. So.
No, go ahead. No, I was just saying, like, boom, that's a cut. That what that mean.
Drop the hammer down on him. But definitely, man, as Timone spoke about, man, just the grind is it's a whole nother ball game. It's your purpose for living. It's not just getting up and going chasing after money. Any and everybody can do that. A fool can go and do that. But having a purpose behind what you want to do and being able to relate that to your life and why you're breathing, why you get up every morning, why you associate with people the way you do, having a lasting effect on others, not just yourself. I mean, it's great to sit up here and build a wealthy life for yourself or building an empire for yourself. But if you have nothing to share with others, if you don't give back and have something that lasts generations and generations after you, it really doesn't serve a purpose, man. Lonely billionaires, they sit up here and have billions of dollars, but when they die, that money has to go somewhere. And if it's not going towards children or, the up-and-coming billionaires, it really isn't serving a purpose, man. So this is basically what it's all about. We just want to get down to it. I mean, the both of us have been through a lot. We continue to grind no matter what. We continue to push through circumstances that a lot of people would have probably quit through. But we just want to give you a piece of us, what we grind for, why we do this, and just hopefully it'll motivate you. If you haven't found your purpose for why you living, I definitely feel like this video is going to change your life, man, definitely. So, Timone.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado, man, why do you grind?
Man, why I grind, man, this is just something that sticks on my head. It's embedded in my mind because situations I've been through, everybody has a unique story. So whatever you've been through, just before I get started, realize your story is yours. It's not his, it's not theirs, it's not your mom's, it's not your child's. Your story is your story, and your story can change somebody else's life. But as far as me, man, I just been living in poverty most of my life. I been through a lot, man. I'm being evicted, being a kid that moved back and forth from different places. My mother and father broke up at a young age. I mean, I was probably in the 4th grade, man. So, you know, that's traumatizing in general. But the real trauma came towards when I got older, when it came to high school, man. I actually lost my mom at 18 years old. She passed away 12 days after my 18th birthday, man. So it was just real traumatizing, that situation. And definitely when your father isn't there in your life to support you and help you amend those emotions that you have. So it was just so hard at that time. And this is a single mom that passed away with 2 children, leaving behind me, my sister, and my grandmother, man. And I just had to really find a motive, more than just football, to keep pushing. And my mom leaving and not being there to have that support system really created something else within me. I already had like a reason to grind. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to do something that my family never did. I wanted to support my family. You know, that was one of the biggest reasons I got up in the morning, because I'm like, if I do this and I get on the field and I go hard and I make it happen, I go to the league, that means my family can eat better, you know what I mean? And you coming from a situation where you live with all your family members and you never had your room but 4 or 5 years out of your life, you know what I mean? It's just, you have these different reasons to move forward instead of failing. All my pain pushed me. But when my mom passed, it's like it elevated it to a whole nother level. I had to take care of my sister, man. I had to make sure my grandma was good. I had to make sure they got out of the projects where we were living at, man. And they just motivated me to keep pushing. And every time I think of my little sister, I see that little girl's face who's growing to be a great young woman. It's like, I gotta go get it more, man. I gotta go get whatever it is. So my motives, the why I grind, comes from so many different angles, man. And I just won't stop, you know. Hey, whatever it is I'm going to chase, I'm going to go get it, because I have a sister that I want to provide for. I have a community that I want to help change and impact. I have individuals in my life that support me, like my brother here, like my other brother behind the camera, man. So I can't, it's nothing that I can sit here and say I'm just going to fall over and fail. I have a beautiful young woman that I'm dating that I want to support, man. So everything comes into it. It's like, I'm going to go get what I want no matter what anybody says, man. So there's too many people that's looking at me, that supported me. It's too much pain I've been through to sit here and fail. I got a mother that passed away. I'm not going to sit here and let her life end. I'm going to live for her, being that she wasn't able to live past 39. So I got to go get it no matter what. You know what I mean? So this is why I grind. I got to get up, go get it for my family, my friends, my loved ones, my mother, my sister. And every time I do it, man, I do it well. But beyond me, Lee, why do you grind? What's your motives, man?
Shoot, man, for real, you part of the reason why I grind, man. That's just like being there during a lot of those circumstances that you fought through, especially with your mom, man. Honestly, I know at myself, the boy I was at 18, man, I wouldn't have been able to make it through that, man. I would have crumbled, definitely. So, I mean, that, to me, that's just like huge motivation. I wake up every day, man, because I still to this day, a lot of the things, a lot of the reasons why I grind is seriously because of Timone, man. He's a huge motivational factor in my life, and I appreciate him, man. So, but my role was a little bit different. I had both of my parents growing up until about 8th grade, I believe. My parents decided they wanted to split, and for me, that was like a huge blow. Honestly, that was the first major thing I dealt with in my life, and it taught me a lot. To this day, a lot of people sit up here and joke with me about how strong I am in the weight room, and because I play football and things like that. That right there built a lot of the strength that I have now, fighting off those emotions, fighting off a lot of those demons, for real, with everything I had tied up in me, because I didn't have anybody there to deal with that, along with. It was me on my own. I pretty much had to fight for myself with that, and it was rough, man, and that showed me a lot. That kind of gave me a reality check that I needed, because at first I was kind of, happy-go-lucky, everything is good. My parents did a great job of, even when things were hard, even when things were looking at its worst, they made it look like everything was great, and I believe that. Still to this day, I carry that type of motive where even if things are looking at its worst, it's a rainbow on the other side. Everything is going to be good. You're going to get your pot of gold if you keep grinding. The biggest thing and the biggest reason why I grind, honestly, first and foremost, is my faith. That's something I've learned to accept when I was 21. When I came back home from school at Bethany College, I had a whole lot going on. My dad motivated me to go to church more. I accepted Christ when I was 19, but I really started to push and get more active with my faith when I was 21. And so far at 23, it's helped to push me through a lot of hard times. Another huge reason why I grind is my dad, Leroy Gray, man. I got nothing but love for that dude, man. Seeing what he went through as, he and my mom split, she went her separate way, and seeing him hold down the house for as long as he could by himself, it was rough, man. A lot of the times, not having food, not having water, electricity being gone, lights being gone. Sometimes it was so cold at the house, he'd send me to my grandma's house, but he'd go back home and go to sleep, man. It's just that type of work ethic and that type of drive, man, just to make sure that I was good. I mean, my dad's a truck driver, so his hours went from the time he gets up to the time he goes to sleep. And for real, sometimes he doesn't even get a chance to go to sleep. Seeing that man push and grind every single day is what motivated me. I mean, I could have, did whatever with school. I'm a smart dude. I could have BS through school and stuff like that, but I work hard on my education just to make sure, I made him proud. Coming from my freshman year at Bethany, we had a lot of hard times. We lost our house. At first we was bouncing around a little bit. We didn't really know where we were going to be next, but he still made something happen out of nothing. God led him to do certain things. We ended up having a place to stay, and I was very thankful for that. And that just trickled down. I just kept pushing. I see him. He'd be tired. He'd be hurting. But he just kept going. I'm like, shoot, if he doing it, I know I can do it, because he's going through way harder things than I'll ever go through. I just kept pushing, kept grinding. I had a hard time getting back into school. It took me 2 years to get back into school. But I kept pushing, kept grinding. A lot of people said I wasn't ever going to play football again. I proved them wrong. I kept pushing, kept grinding, man. The grind is honestly what keeps me alive, man. It's an innate thing. It's an innate ability in me. It's just, I can't hide it. As much as sometimes I'm lazy and I want to ignore it, it will not allow me to do it. And I honestly think the grind is something that's just God-given. God puts that in you. I feel like each and every individual that is born on this earth has an opportunity and the ability to be great. And that grind is the process you go through. It's not meant to be easy. It's supposed to allow that greatness to come to surface. So if you sitting up here and thinking that, man, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to just make money, I'm going to stack money, it's not going to happen like that. I'm going to just turn around tomorrow, I'm going to be a great motivational speaker. Timone can speak for it, man. It's not that easy. You're going to have to grind. You're going to have to make sure that you put yourself out there in some way, shape, or form. And the grind, honestly, it exposes your weaknesses. And I found a lot of mine, and I'm appreciative of that because it's made me a better man. But, like, seeing my mother, everything that she's gone through, my mother is like my emotional rock. And she's been through quite a bit. And I have a very unique relationship with her. I've had my hard-headed times where I didn't appreciate her the way I should have. And then, honestly, Timone gave me that wake-up call I needed to. I mean, I can't be selfish and be upset about things that happened in my life with my mother when I have a brother right here who lost his mother. And it just doesn't work out like that. So I got my act together, and, my motivation is picked up just because our relationship has gotten closer. And just, I have an amazing supporting cast around me, man. Y'all understand, from aunts, uncles, grandmothers, friends, younger cousins that's looking up to me. Y'all can't see him, but the cameraman, Davon Walker, he'll be up here getting interviewed shortly, man. He's another reason why I grind, man, because I don't want to let him down. I want to be a leader by example, not by words or expectations, just saying you should do this. I want to make sure I show you how to do it, and at the end of the day, you have the perfect lead to follow. And the biggest thing is, man, I just want to be great. Like, greatness means different things to everybody, man. To me, it's just fulfilling what God has me to do and doing it to the best of my ability and not leaving anything uncovered. I don't want to leave no stone unturned. If I'm out here getting it, God gives me another day to do it, I'm going to grind. So that's why I grind, man.
Most definitely, man. Just hearing that, you got to realize, dog, that everything comes in different ways. Everybody's greatness is different, like Lee said, man. And he said that he wants to be great, and people have to find their own greatness. What is it that drives you to be great? What is it? Like he said, I'm a motivation to him. Man, he's a motivation to me. I can't, like, man, if I'm lazy and I'm like, man, I don't even feel like getting up today. I'm like, oh, no, LeRone probably grinding. Let me get up. Let me move. Let me get up and make things happen, because as he said, I was motivating him when I lost my mom, man. I'm talking about he was the one that was helping me train and continue to be ready for football. This is who I was with the whole time. And if I didn't have him there, there's no telling how many days I actually would have made it to the gym. I'm talking about working a 9 to 5 after being out of school, out of college for a full year. I'm talking going to work at night shift, to wake up in the morning and go work out after pulling 8 hours. I go in the gym for 3. And the only reason I'm making it there because I'm like, LeRone said he gonna be there. I know I'm gonna be able to make it through the workout because he there. Because if he ain't, I'm about to be broke off something terrible, man. So I needed that support because if I didn't, bro, I'm telling you, I probably wouldn't even made it. I wouldn't have stayed woke up to get to the gym. And he was the reason that I kind of keep going. He was the one hitting me up in school like, yo, Mom, you good? How you doing? Nobody else was contacting me, man. I'm talking nobody. And he was the one like, yo, you good today? You good this week? How your week been? So it was somebody that's always there for me no matter what, man. I just kept trying to push forward, and I had that support system right there. And no matter how much you go through and no matter how many people support you, man, if you got one person, you got a reason to be up and make things happen. Don't sit here and think you need the whole world to support you because they not. Why you grinding is why you grinding. And if you can get somebody else to support you in that, so just appreciate it, man. Don't be looking for what else you can get from somebody else. Take that support from what you can get from and push forward for your mission, whatever it is. And understand, nobody's going to necessarily always support you and be here for you. You're going to have the few, and the few are the ones that's important. The world that criticizes you as you try to make things happen for yourself, you don't necessarily need to worry about it. You need to worry about your grind, the circle that you have, and you need to press forward with that. Everybody else that's criticizing, that says you can't do it, that you're not going to do it, how they going to tell this man he not going to play ball and he did it? How they going to tell this man that he not going to get to where he's going? Oh, he can't be a linebacker. Oh, so what else he going to play? Oh, he plays running back and he's pretty dang good at it. And he played it. So how you going to tell him that he can't and he's showing you that he can? All the criticism is nothing. You can't tell me that I'm not going to be great. I'm going to smile at you and say thank you because it means nothing to me. Your grind is not my grind. Your views are not my views. I'm optimistic. I see how much I can do. And like Lee said, we're not going to the coffin with everything we got here. We're going to the coffin empty. You know what I mean? We're going to the coffin knowing that we did any and everything to be great. We exaggerated everything. And if you can't feel that, if you're not with it, then you're not supposed to be with it. Period. So don't let anybody else dictate your grind. Don't let anybody else dictate how much you can do with your life. Excuse all the hand motions, that's just me when I get amped up. But understand, man, your grind is yours. Not mine, not his, not Davon's, because we have our own grind. And we're not going to sit here and stop you from the grind. The reason for this session is so you can find out your purpose, your why, your reason for being here, and you go chase it. Period. We want to motivate you by telling you what we do. We here to motivate each other, because if we all great, baby, we all going to eat. That's all that matters. Go to the grave empty, man. Don't be going to the grave with all your great ideas and ambitions on you. You need to put that out there and make it happen. Believe in yourself.
And one thing I definitely want to touch bases on is for like everybody out there. Understand success is not a lonely road by any means, man. I can't stand when people, I understand everybody grinds, everybody goes to get it, and that's great. But understand, you are not doing this by yourself. I can't stand the phrase self-made. You are not self-made. First and foremost, you didn't create yourself on this earth. You weren't given the abilities that you have. Yeah, they manifested themselves through different experiences, different people pulling that out of you. But understand, as Timone said, if it's just one person in your corner, that's all you need. That's all you ever gonna need, because that one person is gonna serve you better than having 100,000 people in your corner. Mm-hmm. But don't ever underappreciate who you have around you, because at the end of the day, that person, whether it's just saying, hey, are you on your job today? Hey, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing today? Hey, you good, man? Do you need anything? Little stuff like that pushes your grind further than anything you can understand. I can't speak on that enough, because I get lazy plenty of the times. I'm human. As much as I call myself a beast, a monster, yada, yada, I'm human. I'm flesh and blood just like anybody else. And this dude, our brotherhood is like, it's real, man. It's never sugar-coated. Nothing's ever just given. It's not, hey, man, just take today off and this, that, and third. Nah. If you living and breathing, man, yo, you getting it. I don't care if he hawking up, whatever it is that life giving him, man, I'm texting him, yo, we need to go get this. And he's doing the very same thing. Just a couple of days ago, I had my own challenge, and mentally, I had a block, man. I was like, even though I didn't want to do it, I texted him because I knew it was going to help me. And he got on me about what I needed to do, and boom, like that, I'm back on my grind, man. So your support system, whether it's one person or 10 people, keep them in your life daily, because you are not doing this on your own. If you think so, you are sadly mistaken. At some point in your life, in everything that you're doing. Somebody gave you a break. I don't care if it's your mom giving you $2 just so you can go get a pencil so you can make sure you do well on your test. If it's your dad sitting up here making sure you have an extra scoop of food on your plate so you have the energy to push through the day tomorrow. If your grandma giving you that hug that you need, she just know her grandbaby and sums up with you. She can tell, but she give you that hug to let you know everything good, man. Little stuff like that helps down the road. Just laying down the brick of the road that you taking towards greatness, man. So don't ever believe or ever be foolish enough to think that you're doing this on your own, because you're not.
That's the epitome of anything, everything. This is why I grind series. And of course, our mottos are domination is mandatory. And
At the end of the day, man, you got growing greatness. However it comes to you, get it done.
boom. Hold them. That's in the cut.
You guys are putting that in?